What up, Kings? Hope you're well. In this video, I want to talk about how instant gratification has ruined the advertising business and programmatic. I just want to point out a few observations. It seems to me that there's a lot of people that are impatient. And I know why. The economy is not doing so well. Jobs are scarce, people are getting laid off. So everybody's in panic mode. Not only are people in panic mode, but people are over leveraged. When times are good, which they have been for a long time. I remember the last recession was 2009 and it hit me hard. It hit me really bad. What's happening now and what's coming is going to be way worse than what we experienced in 2009. At least what I experienced in 2009. What I experienced in 2009 was hell on earth, guys. I'll keep it real with you guys. Like, I would wake up, this is my routine. I would wake up every day, apply for some jobs, get rejected. I'd have a couple of interviews here and there, but I never landed anything for like 9 months. I was so stressed out, man. I was a regular at the liquor store. There was a liquor store like on the corner, you know, in New York City, right? You have bodegas. There was a bodega at every corner, and every block has a bodega. That guy knew me, man. He'd be like, oh, you're here again, Mr. Chibore. It was very respectful, but he still sold me that little Bacardi, the $5 Bacardi, and I would just swig that and black out. Because I was stressed, bro. Because I didn't know what was going on. Then I realized something. I had to be patient. I had to develop skills that were valuable to the marketplace. And that takes time, a lot of years. We are living in a culture and a society that does not value long-term thinking. Instead, we want quick results. And everything has consequences. Once you chase into that quick hit, that means you're no different from the crackhead in Hollywood. I see right now brands that have tended to take shortcuts. Instead of them investing in these employees that have been loyal, dedicated for 5-10 years, what they will do is they will lay off the most experienced guys, and then they'll bring in somebody younger and cheaper to make sure they stay afloat, or maybe buy a new car or get a new yacht. Because usually human beings were driven by greed. We're driven by a need to purchase material things to impress people that don't care about us in the first place. Do you know how many people that purchase things that they don't need to impress people that hate them? So many. It's because they're not fulfilled by themselves. So they look for outside material things to fulfill them. Meanwhile, the top employees are struggling. What do you think is going to be the impact in the long term? Well, I'll tell you what the impact is going to be in the long term. You're not going to attract the top talent, because your competition is going to see where you're messing up. It's going to be like, what? They laid you off and you were the top earner, you're the top performer? Come over here, I'm going to pay you double what they were paying you. That's what I do, and I'll take less. Once I'm taking less than you, and you work for me, you're gonna put the work in. But unfortunately, since we live in a society of instant gratification, that's not how most people look at things. I don't value material things, you see. People like me, we don't value material things as much as a lot of people. What we value is freedom and time. Oh, it's so sweet. Ooh, I can taste it right now. I would rather be in a position where I wake up every single day and have a choice on what I want to do, where I want to go, and how I want to spend my time, versus owning some material thing that is gonna consume my time, my energy, and my freedom to do and go wherever I want. And that's sort of like the mindset that I'm seeing a lot of the top performers right now in this shifting economy. That's why they're kind of shifting too. Look at all the guys that are gaining their passports, especially the men. They grew up in a society that was materialistic. They're not wowed by material things anymore. They're getting their passports and going to Indonesia or going to Bali, going to Thailand. They might have like $500,000 in crypto, $1 million in crypto right now. There are thousands of those guys out there right now. In Bali right now, the cost of living is almost nothing. They're probably spending like, I don't know, $10 a day. They can't spend all this money they have, guys. They can't spend it. The only way they can spend all this money they have is when they get married. Maybe when they hit 30 or 35 or 40. See, I'm in my 40s now. When they hit 40, you don't want to be running around in Bali all the time and chasing girls. That gets old. So there are levels to this thing. There are levels to this game. Running around chasing girls, that gets played out. Eventually you want to start a family, you want to do something fulfilling. That's when they're going to start spending their money. The reason why they're going to start spending their money when they either get into relationships or if they get married is because if you're a marketer, if you're smart, you understand women influence 80% of purchasing decisions. Even in my own family, my own home, my wife controls, I would say even like 90% of purchasing decisions are done by my wife. All my suits I purchase myself, all the fancy shoes that I like, sneakers, anything I want, I do it myself. But everything else, my wife does it. When advertisers are chasing instant gratification and chasing consumers that don't have longevity in this money game, you're gonna struggle because your competitors are gonna lock that game in. By the time you are noticing what I'm seeing already, it's gonna be too late for you. There's a reason why Forever 21 is going bankrupt, guys. But these young ladies are broke. They don't have the money that you think they do. That's why they're doing like weird things like OF. I was looking at the numbers of young ladies that are joining OF. It's astronomical in the West. It's astronomical. These ladies are struggling out here. So you as a brand, you need to understand and be awake to this reality, or else you're gonna be wiped out. My job is to give you the real, so that once you understand everything that I'm telling you right now, and you're ready to work with the best, then schedule time. I'll put a link in the description of this video. This is what we're going to talk about. A long-term strategy for you guys. Not focused on short-term gratification. Instant gratification will get you into trouble. I'm sure it's already getting you into trouble. Your top performers already left. They're probably competing with you right now. And you're wondering, hey man, why is it so difficult for me to hire top talent? Yeah, because you chased them away. Think about all those people you laid off, all the people you fired all those years. You think people forget? People don't forget nothing. People never forget how you make them feel. I was reading an article by some HR consultant. A lot of people could relate to it because it got a lot of likes and a lot of engagement. She was saying that the game is over for a lot of people. A lot of employers are going to have to beg a lot of these good employees. They're gonna have to beg because all you're left with is garbage. No disrespect to people that are trying to level up, they're trying to survive and trying to get these jobs. No disrespect to them, because I used to be one of those guys. What I'm saying is, if you want the best, you're not gonna get them, because the best will just look at it and be like, hey, why should I go work over there and get abused and treated like trash when I can just go over here, do my own thing, or come work with the best, the king? Schedule time, guys. Talk about strategy. We'll talk about activating campaigns in the DSP. Talk to you soon.